Hello YouTube! Welcome back to Retro Gaming with Kankadia. We're playing Front Mission. And remember from our last episode, we are now in the town of Grey Rock, which was under attack. We now have Yang, who just joined our ranks, in addition to Pee-wee, who is going to be our supply driver. So we're going to have a supply car in our future battles. Supply cars are very useful, and they're kind of like mobile bases. They can't do everything, but they can do a number of useful things. One of which is that you can switch weapons on the fly, which is occasionally useful. You can also repair items. So if a limb has been blown off during a battle, you can go to the supply car, spend a turn next to the supply car, just immediately the 4 spaces immediately adjacent to it, and you get your arm replaced. That is returned with 1 HP. So you have to then spend another turn and an item in order to repair it. But still, it beats not having the limb, but it does cost you 2 turns. That's the downside. In the early game, the supply car does have a fair amount of health and a little bit of firepower, but later in the game, it becomes more and more vulnerable. You always want to keep it in the back lines. So we already went to the military office. Our next mission is going to be up against some surface-to-air missile launchers. Now this one's kind of tricky, and it's also a speed run. You want to finish this as fast as possible, because the faster you do it, the fewer friendly planes will be shot down by those rocket launchers. I've done this mission a lot of times, and honestly, it's a toss-up whether or not I'm going to get the full amount. I'm going to try, but it's probably not going to happen, and we'll see. It does make a little bit of difference, because a couple missions down, you will need a lot of money, so it hurts you in the long run if you don't do this right, but can't do anything about it. So, okay, so first things first, let's check this out. Grey Rock Bar. Hey, I know you. You guys saved my life. This is Paru, or Paul. He's the guy we just saved in the last episode out in the battlefield. Hey, can I join your ranks? You're a fighter? Yes, I have my own Vonzer. Can I join you? Do you want to join? And I went back and forth about this idea. On the one hand, I kind of like the challenge. On the other hand, it's not very necessary. I'm definitely not going to include all the guys, because what you don't need. I mean, eventually you could have like 25 Bonzers, which is way too much, really, for my style, and much as most people are going to need. So, but him, on the other hand, I do want, because he is a really good missile. So I'm going to say yes. Cool. I won't let you down. So now we have Paru, or Paul. I'm going to call him Paul. It was a very good missiler. So let's start this off. Go into the shop and set things up. So I only have 8,700 gold money, which is not very much. So let's at least outfit Shrike right in his Shrike as much as possible. So see how far I can get. I mean, I always just go. I know this game very well, so I always go to the bottom, because that's almost always the most expensive and the best thing you can get. In this case, it's a Moth version 5. Okay, so I should be able to just use the old backpack. Fortunately, save a little money in there. So grip right. Let's go with not the rocket launcher or the grenade launcher or the flamethrower or the shotgun. Shotgun's okay, but the damage isn't as good as the accuracy. I want the Empire, which has 76% accuracy, as opposed to the shotgun, which has 82% accuracy, because it has more damage. So I want the more damage. Let's go with an Empire, and grip right. I want a Leo Social, which is a machine gun. So shoulder right, egrets. Okay, so now we are at the egret level. So shoulder left is also okay. So he uses the same model. Okay, so here's the problem though. That cost me 2,000 just to upgrade that material. I can get back half the cost. So I'm probably not going to be able to outfit all my guys with as good armor as possible. I should be able to upgrade their weapons. So I'm going to go and do that and be right back. Cool. Okay, well I had just enough money. I didn't think I was going to, but I had just enough money to outfit everyone with top of the line gear. I think if I had one more guy, I wouldn't have been able to, but I was even able to include Rainbow here, which is Paul, with full Moth V5 with dual egrets. So we are in very good shape. This is going to be a cakewalk. So I've sold all my stuff. Let's exit this. Definitely save. And let's head in. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 rocket launchers. There are rocket launchers here in several turns, the USN will be sending an airstrike through this area. I think it's like 10 turns, or something like that. We'll find out. So bring in everyone. Oh, interesting note. You see where it says select 8 of 9. That means there's actually someone else I could have picked up at this point. I could have gone to another city and gotten an extra member, but I didn't. I actually can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but oh well. Alright, I don't need them. Okay, so I just said there are 10 turns remaining until the airstrike. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So the hardest ones to take out are these bottom ones, because these here and here are bottlenecks. So we have to make sure we punch through these and get in there as fast as possible. We also have to take out this thing, which is actually not as difficult. So I'm going to put 2 guys onto that one. Let's put Natalie and actually, you know what? Yeah, I want to punch through it fast and wheel. And Paul and JJ. So those 3 I'm going to have them go over there. Okay, now Freddy and Yang. I basically have everyone move south, including Pee-wee in the supply car. Royd and Sakata and Keith. Now these guys are no pushovers. They have advanced weapons. They've got pretty much equal to what the gear I bought, which is the best gear you can get. So that's why I want to make sure I got the best I could afford. Okay, now in general, in this case, you want to try to take guys out as fast as possible. Oh, I used the wrong weapon. My bad. Okay, so Sakata. Another thing is you have to make sure you're within the firing radius of those weapons, if at all possible. Okay, so let's go with this. Now see, I'm not within range of taking out the missile launcher. I think I'm gonna hit the commander, do a little bit of damage to him. Yeah, see, he has an egret also. So this is an even ball game. Okay, I'm gonna have Yang move down there and try and do some damage. Paul, I want you to keep using your range as much as you can. Pretty good missile, isn't he? Okay, so I think to start, I'll have Pee-wee move over to the west. Now later in the game, Pee-wee will be very, very weak, but right now he's not too bad. Freddy, I can have him hit him a little bit. Okay, next turn. Paul retaliates. Okay, so interesting. He's going after my supply car. See, not much damage taken, a little bit of damage taken out. That guy's a PAP 55, which is only 1 tier of weapon below what I have. Remember, I used that in the last engagement. But see, that is why. Did you see how much damage it took from that? If I hadn't upgraded, he would be dead. So let's see here. Okay, Natalie, I need you to move forward and hit that thing. Oh, actually, no, you use the Empire. Fortunately, the missile launcher, these FIY swatters, I'm not sure what FIY stands for, it's something about missile, they don't have a lot of range. I say they don't have any, I'm just going to say they don't have any ranged weapons, which is beneficial for us. Okay, Frey, can you hit anyone from range? Okay, do it. Use those egrets. The best thing about having Pee-wee now in the supply car is that when I run out of missiles, I can just stand next to him for a turn and get some stuff done. Paul... you know what? No. Okay, Paul, head east, hit that launcher. There's actually a guy to... Yes! 1 down, 2 to go. There's actually a guy over here to the west of where the launcher was. I don't want to mess with him if I can avoid it. Let's have Pee-wee do a little bit of damage. Not very much. Ooh, not bad. Pee-wee actually can gain experience and skills, but it's very, very rare. So not really worth it in any case because you can't gain that much. So how do we do this? We got guys bottlenecking here and here. Both cases they're shielding us from doing this. I think the best way is to have these guys draw out a little more. So I'm gonna try and wheel left. It's a little dangerous, but you know this is war. So we got one here and one here. I think what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, I'm sorry, forgot to mention before. Roy does not have an egret. He actually has. We picked up a weapon we picked up from the last engagement. If I can hit him from there. No, I can't. Which is a Piz 8. And you can tell because it's actually more powerful than an egret. Because it just did that to their enemy commander. Alright. Keith, you keep hitting. No, you can't hit that guy. I gotta soften up these bottleneck guys, otherwise I won't be able to get through. That's the tricky part whenever you deal with this kind of close fighting. On the one hand, you want to kill these guys. On the other hand, you have to weigh the pros and cons of being close and being ranged. Oh, he's using a missile on Pee-wee. Aw, look at the little flies. Okay, so this guy is going to engage Natalie, but I don't want her. No, as much as I want to kill that guy, and that was a nice shot by her, I do not want to engage. I need her to run because we're going to need her weapons. Okay, he might need. Oh, great! Roy just lost an arm. So we've got our first battle injury. And he's about to lose his second arm too. Fortunately, he just took out that guy's arm. So you gotta level up out of that. Okay, Freddy, how you doing? Not too bad. Okay, Yang's about to get hit with an egret. Fortunately, she's got her shields, which do a little bit of help, not a lot. 7 turns remaining until the airstrike. So first and foremost, Natalie. Running battle. Hit the commander who's got more HP. Garbage shooting. Okay, so ideally... Okay, yeah, there's Roy. So ideally, you actually want to move Pee-wee to the injured unit and then use item to repair. So basically, Pee-wee's abilities are as follows. They function at the beginning of a turn. So it depends where a unit is relative to him at the beginning of the turn. So you want to move the unit the Pee-wee to the injured unit. That way the injured unit can have the full turn to either move if necessary or use an item to repair. Now Roy's actually in trouble because he's still going to get slammed by these 3 guys. So I'll have to work around that. So I think Yang's have to sort of push past this guy and try and take out that launcher. Oh, beautiful! She disarmed that guy. Get it? Okay, Paul, I need you to lay on covering fire. Help Roy out. Beautiful shooting. Okay, guys down. That is why I picked him up. Okay, Cicada, short range, Empire. That's also why I picked the Empires, because they have the higher base damage versus the higher accuracy of the shotguns. But I want that guy down, even if I use the egrets in order to do it, because I want him clear. Nice one. As a stick, he's actually almost as dangerous to me. Okay, JJ. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Okay, Freddy is kind of in a jam here. That guy's not bad. Okay, Okay, let's go over here and hit that guy with the egret. Yeah, help JJ out. That would have been a nice shot if he hit the torso, but ah well. Okay, JJ incoming from the commander, I think. Oof. Tough hits. Yes! That guy who was next to Natalie was oh, nice retaliation, JJ, but you about to lose an arm there. I think I have you repair next turn if at all possible, if you can keep your arm now. Oh, crap! JJ, nope, he's too injured. Okay, now a very important thing. Because it's the end of the turn and not the beginning of my turn, Roy doesn't have his arm. However, in a few seconds, he will have his new arm. Okay, that guy's gone. But Roy took a bad hit to the head, so he's going to need another turn to recover. Okay, so, machine status. Yep, left arm 1. However, I have to use it on his headpiece. I think took too much of a beating. So, Sakata, move in. You've got a couple more rounds, I think. Open fire on that launcher. Got 6 turns, I think. Okay, took a hit. We're in pretty good shape, all in all. But I need Nelly to keep moving forward. She can't hit that guy to the south. She'll have to hit the one to the west. The one who was harassing Royd. Nice shooting. Head and toes. Okay. JJ is in deep trouble, so he's got to back away. Use item on his head. Let's see. Keith, can you hit that thing? Yes, you can. Nice. We are in good shape. Down, 1 more to go. So Freddy, actually, I want you to go towards the middle. Soften up this guy. Get him out of that bottleneck. Nice one. Yang. Yeah, you're closest. You have to run in there. I don't think she's that belly injured. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, I'll use that on the left arm. Might as well. I can afford it now. These guys are in very good shape. So Paul. I don't really want to. Okay, can you move in a little closer? Yes. Okay, so he moved a little bit closer, but he was still not too close for me to not be able to use his long-range attacks. He took out an arm. Not the best arm, because you always want to try and take out the arm that has the missile launcher, but what are you going to do? Okay, JJ, brace for impact. Okay, not too bad. It's interesting that you get experience for guarding also. So it's not just attacks you make; it's also attacks you receive that give you the XP. 5 turns remaining. We got this in the bag. So Roy is going to have to. I'll have him move over here and use an item to repair his injured arm. Sakata, head east. Hit that commander. Should be able to take him out. Oh, he's a stick. Let's see here. Yang, can you move in? She's gonna have to move in like that. Paul, JJ's in trouble. Keith, oh, that guy's blocking from that side. Punch him. Oh, almost, Keith. That was a great use of double, and if it had worked, it would have been great. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't want to underestimate these guys. So, oh crap, that was a misfire. I shouldn't have aimed for that guy. And soften up a little bit, but I was aiming for the other guy. This should take him out. But we've got enough time. Enough time left over to take out the third launcher, which is what we're hoping for. Yeah, those two could take out next turn, maybe 2 turns. So Natalie, I need you to move in between your admirers there. They're both in pretty high health, but not impossible. Okay, retaliate with the Empire. Okay, so Yang, take him to school. 4 turns remaining. Alright, so I think Yang can get past. Yes, this is not a bottleneck. So she can move in, do some damage. 1, maybe 2 more turns and she's got it. So let's see here. I think keys keep punching. Ah. And Sakata, I think you have 1 more round left, don't you? Nope, you're out. Okay, hit that guy. There we go. Okay, now at this point in the level, you want to use primarily your rifle weapons because we've already secured the objective. Now you're looking for XP. So I want, finish him off. Have my melee guy take out the guy who's got almost no health left in his torso. Alright. Hey, you guys have any missiles left? 2. Oh, close enough. Can you hit that thing? Excellent. Soften up a little bit. Okay, we got this, Paul. You have a couple rounds left, right? Hit the commander. Nice shooting, got the legs. And got level up too. Kiwi can stay still, he's in good shape. And Royd is in perfect shape, so use a Leo. So one more shot with the Leo should take him out. Should. Oh, not too bad. She's getting better. She's getting better. I know it seems like I'm very hard on Natalie, but she seems to have the worst luck of all my Vonzers. Two turns remaining. Yang, take it out. And watch this. Oh, I guess it does the next turn. Once you successfully defeat all of the surface area missile launchers, then you get a flyover from the guys who you're saving. But I think I'll be done before they come over. Yep. So not only did we defeat all the rocket launchers within 10 turns, we defeated all the enemy Vonzers within 10 turns. So mission complete. 1, 2, 3 missile launchers down. And we didn't even take any casualties. Okay, now very important. If you continue at this point, you will keep what you have currently, meaning weapons, equipment, and everything, and go immediately to your next battle. But you don't want to do that. You want to go back to Grey Rock. Okay, I'm just going to stay here very briefly. But I'm going to have a little bit of fun, so I'm going to pick up, because I have the money, some flash grenades, and I'm also going to buy my first supply of medium repairs. Okay, and that should about do it for this episode of Retro Gaming with Kankadia. Our next episode is going to be an extended one. We're going to have a special double battle episode. So stay tuned, and I'll see you all next time.